Welcome to Puerto Rico English News, the only English-speaking broadcast of local Puerto Rican news and entertainment. Please subscribe. Keep us alive.
Friday, December 31, 2021, the United Action Forces of the Puerto Rican Police seized a total of 110 kilos of cocaine in Playa Escondida de Manati with an estimated value of $1,870,000. A total of 19,574,273 kilos of cocaine have been seized in 2021, which adds up to an approximate value in the underworld of $500 million.
Friday, December 31, 2021, Carolina, Puerto Rico, a 12-year-old girl was injured by a bullet fired from an unknown source while celebrating the New Year, reported the Puerto Rico Police Bureau. In addition, in Bayamon, Puerto Rico, 2 other adults were injured when they celebrated the farewell of the year, and the police are investigating whether they were injured by bullets fired into the air. One of the injured people was transferred to the Regional Hospital of Bayamon.
December 14, 2021, Cabo Rojo, Puerto Rico, the authorities presented criminal charges for murder and violations of the arms law against Miguel Vigo Camacho, 31 years old and resident of the Corozo neighborhood of Cabo Rojo. The events were reported last Sunday, December 14 at 1:43 in the morning at the Combate Bar. According to the police, the defendant used a firearm to kill Carlos Alexis Perez Rivera, 18 years old and a resident of Bayamon, Puerto Rico. This occurred in the middle of an argument, where Perez Rivera fired several shots at his cousin, identified as Raphael Velz Valentin, 37, who died at the scene. A disturbing video of the event will follow. Viewer discretion is strongly advised.
Rio Piedras, Puerto Rico, Saturday, January 1, 2022, the authorities are investigating the first murder of the new year 2022, reported in Rio Piedras. A neighbor reported the victim had taken the chair of a drug dealer. After an exchange of words, the drug dealer shot the man in his leg, hitting the femoral artery, causing him to bleed out. The Puerto Rico Police Bureau reported that the year 2021 ended with 616 murders.
Saturday, January 1, 2022, Caguas, Puerto Rico, a 21-year-old young man died this morning when he was handling fireworks that the police describe as mortar type shortly after midnight on Saturday in the auto sector of the San Salvador neighborhood in Caguas. In another incident that occurred, a man was seriously injured for the same reasons. The victims were transported to the Mennonite Hospital.
Despite the state of emergency for gender violence decreed in mid-January of last year, 2021 closed with a total of 53 femicides, 46 attempted femicides and 21 missing women and girls in Puerto Rico, reported, Saturday, January 1, the executive director of the Gender Equity Observatory, Ermelugo Nazario. The last registered femicide in 2021 was perpetrated New Year's Eve, in Cabo Rojo, Puerto Rico.
Sunday, January 2, 2022, Manati, Puerto Rico, the authorities continue the search for a 21-year-old man who was swept away Sunday night at Los Tubos Beach, in Manati. Emergency personnel stationed at the scene could not find the injured person on Sunday night.
December 28, 2021, Hatillo, Puerto Rico, a 22-year-old young man who was run over last Tuesday by a float at the Hatillo Mask Festival died on Saturday, January 1, 2022, the police reported. The police reported that Chritian Hernandez Vazquez died on Saturday at the Rio Piedras Medical Center.
Saturday, January 1, 2022, Salinas, Puerto Rico. An argument resulted in an exchange of gunfire on Saturday night in Salinas, in which 3 people were injured, according to preliminary police information. The incident followed an argument at a restaurant bar. Monday, January 3, 2022, authorities are investigating a violent death recorded on Monday night, on Highway 3, near the area of a flea market, in Salinas. The body was found shot in the courtyard of his residence.
Thursday, December 30, 2021, the municipality of Catano lost a first round in the lawsuit to get the Bayamon Court to declare void 47 contracts with JR Asphalt for $9.7 million, which were acquired by bribing former Mayor Felix Delgato Motalvo, according to confessions and plea agreements by the disgraced mayor and current president of JR Asphalt, Raymond Rodreguez Santos. Judge Betsy Asensio Guilas denied the provisional remedy that sought to seize the accounts of the accused, Mario Villegas Vargas, at the federal level. The businessman has pled not guilty to the charges against him. Businessman and JR Asphalt partner, Mario Villegas Vargas, has been implicated and charged in corruption and bribery. The scheme. The municipality of Catano seeks to recover the $9.7 million in contracts. In related news, lawyer and businessman Oscar Santamaria Torres is also one of the accused for the conspiracy, bribery and kickbacks scheme in the municipality of Catano, Puerto Rico. He has gained great notoriety in recent weeks due to ongoing federal corruption investigations. Oscar Santamaria is allegedly the contractor who agreed to receive $6 million through bribery, is subject not only to the confiscation of assets by the federal prosecutor's office, but to the seizure and possible restitution of funds acquired through fraudulent contracts, if the court rules in favor of a legal appeal initiated by the municipality of Catano.
Thursday, December 30, 2022, Federal Judge Francisco Besaza scheduled an emergency hearing after the monitor of the juvenile institutions, Kimberly Tandy, reported allegations of lack of personnel and incidents of attacks. The remarks of the federal monitor were in reference to the institution for young people in Villalba, Puerto Rico. In response, the Secretary of Correction rejected her observations.
November 29, 2021, San Juan, Puerto Rico. Governor Pedro Pieriluisi announced that the work begins to rebuild and develop the new urban bay, a wide area of entertainment, culture, sports and food to offer. A welcoming framework to Old San Juan for local and foreign visitors, specifically in Piers 6, 7 and 8. The project will have an amphitheater, an urban forest, floating beaches and a market area and restaurants. This project is realized through an agreement with the Authority for the Convention District with a private investment of $118 million. After the closing of the legislative session in November, Governor Pedro Pieriluisi vetoed 18 legislative measures, among them House Bill 19 that eliminated the right to bodyguards for top executives who have resigned from the post, as was the case of Ricardo Rossello, or that they did not come to office through a popular election. Former ousted Governor Ricardo Rossello now serves as Puerto Rico's statehood lobbyist in Washington, D.C. Rossello was ousted following massive protest against his administration and revelations of emails containing misogynistic, homophobic and demeaning remarks about Hurricane Maria victims. The scandal was dubbed Ricky Leaks by the media and resulted in Rossello's disgrace and departure from office. January 2, 2022, San Juan, Puerto Rico. Governor Pedro Pieriluisi signed his signature on a package of 10 legislative measures, including Senate Bill 293 to establish the Puerto Rico government's policy to combat child poverty, which, according to recent studies, impacts 58% of the boys and girls of the country. As stipulated in the legislative measure, it will be aimed at reducing the rate of child poverty and social inequality by 50% by 2032. Governor Pedro Pieriluisi granted 5 executive clemencies at the end of last year, including a total pardon and 3 commutations of the maximum sentence, La Fortaleza, the governor's website, confirmed. However, La Fortaleza did not reveal the identity of the people pardoned or with commutations. December 22, 2021, Governor Pedro Pieriluisi also signed Executive Order 2021-087, which establishes that the first responders of the government of Puerto Rico must comply by January 31, 2022 with the administration of your booster dose against COVID-19. The executive order is effective immediately and also includes personnel who work in restaurants, bars, supermarkets and other related businesses.
Tuesday, January 4th, the Puerto Rico Health Department reported 4 additional deaths from the virus and 510 people hospitalized, of which 90 are pediatric patients. The positivity rate has soared to 33% in December 2021. Long lines, waiting hours and public anxiety to gain access to a COVID-19 test continue this week, as private laboratories and the Department of Health dismiss the notion that there is some shortage of tests or reagents for meet the demand in Puerto Rico. Despite the projections of the epidemiological model suggest that hospitalizations for COVID-19 will continue to increase in the coming weeks on the island due to the vertiginous upturn in cases driven by the Omicron variant, Health Secretary Carlos Mellado expressed concern about the situation and its impact on hospital staff. Employers do not have to require their employees to test negative for COVID-19 after a positive contagion to be able to return to their work, the Secretary of Health, Carlos Mellado clarified today.
In business news, while Act 2022 grantees receive hundreds of thousands of dollars, and in some cases millions, in tax breaks, they have also contributed to Puerto Rico's charities. Raphael, founder of the Act 2022 Society, said investors are making positive contributions to Puerto Rico, creating jobs and doing philanthropic work. The private organization the 2022 ACT Society announced today that it has distributed $1,200,000 in donations to 37 nonprofits.
January 1, 2022, the prices of luxury properties in Puerto Rico soared to numbers never seen before last year, but the increase has not stopped sales. On the contrary, sales boosted this market. Condado, Old San Juan and Dorado are some of the favorite places of the buyers. The iconic Su Casa mansion, located in Dorado Beach, was acquired by Puerto Rican businessman Orlando Bravo for $25 million in 2021.
January 4, 2022, the mayor of San Juan, Miguel Romero Lugo, announced today the postponement of the event for artisans that was being planned to replace of the celebration of the traditional San Sebastian Street Festival 2022. Miguel Romero Lugo indicated that once the current executive order expires, he will analyze the panorama of the pandemic on the island and will take up the initiative of the artisans in the different squares of the island. The event was scheduled from January 13 to 16.
Here's your weather for the week. For the north side of the island, Wednesday a high of 84, a low of 73 with a 24% chance of rain. Thursday, a high 82, a low of 72 and a 24% chance of rain. Friday, a high of 84, low of 73 and a 48% chance of rain. Saturday, a high of 84, low of 73 and a 33% chance of showers. Sunday, a high of 82, a low of 73 and a 35% chance of showers. Monday, a high of 82, a low of 72, and a 39% chance of showers.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Help us survive.